Hey internet, this is just a video to demo a little Max for Live plugin that I've made for the Novation Launchpad. What it does is remap the user 1 mode so that all the keys on the Launchpad are laid out like a fretboard in its default user 1 mode. It's set up in 2 groups of 4 columns, which means there's this break that's running down the middle. This plugin that I've made, FRETpad, makes it so that the x-axis goes up in semitones and the y-axis goes up in fourths, so it's set out just like a guitar fretboard. Fretboards make a lot of sense to play, so even if you haven't played a guitar before, it makes it a really good playable surface, and if you have played a guitar before, then all the scales just transfer straight across. Which makes it really fun to play. But yeah, I just wanted to show a couple other tricks that you can do with this, and a lot of this applies to the Launchpad without using this plugin. The Launchpad sends out MIDI data, but it also receives it, and when it receives MIDI notes, it lights up. Something I've got set up here is just a little MIDI clip. If I hit play on this, you see it's lit up some of these pads. And the way I've got this set up is so it's lighting up octaves, so all of these pads just happen to be E flat. Which makes it much easier to play and easy to get around. The colour of the light's determined by velocity, so if I change the velocity of these notes, you can see the colour changes. The velocity plugin that's built into Live is really good for changing the colour of the lights. The other thing you might notice is happening is when I hit a key, it's lighting up, and that's really easy to set up. All you got to do is create a new MIDI track and take the MIDI out of the Launchpad and send it back into the Launchpad. And then whatever key you hit, it's going to light up, which makes it much more fun to play. The one last thing that I've got set up here is a MIDI delay. I've got my Launchpad coming into this channel called Delay, and that channel is going through a MIDI delay. I've got these 2 channels here, Launchpad and Juno. Juno is just a soft synth, so that's taking in the information from this delay channel. Then it's going through FRETpad and through a synthesizer. And this last one here, Launch Loop, this is just what I'm using to light up the buttons. So this is getting the MIDI from delay, and it's sending it back to the Launchpad. So if I hit a button, it sends out a stream of MIDI notes, which is pretty cool. Yeah, if you saw my Novation Helipad video, which is an animation I put together on the Launchpad, I was using a lot of that. So I was using a lot of a MIDI delay to create sort of trails. Sounded a bit better than that. The lighting up of the keys is something that I'd like to build into FRETpad, but I don't really have the max chops to do it. So if anyone out there is particularly handy with Max for Live and the Launchpad, please by all means take this patch apart and see if you can get these keys to light up. Yep, as always, for this and all the other fun stuff that I'm working on, check out zealousy.com. Thanks for watching.